Grüezi miteinander, everyone. Welcome to Switzerland. We're so excited to be your guide today as we explore the top 10 places you just have to see when you come to this magnificent country. From bustling cities to charming villages nestled in the Alps, Switzerland is a feast for the senses. Whether you're passionate about art and history, crave outdoor adventures, or simply want to soak in the breathtaking scenery, Switzerland has something special for you. So grab your hiking boots, your Swiss chocolate, because why not? And let's get going on this incredible journey. Our first stop takes us to Zurich, Switzerland's largest city and a vibrant hub of culture and innovation. Now, don't let the modern exterior fool you. Zurich has a heart steeped in history. As we stroll through the charming cobblestone streets of the Altstadt, or Old Town, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. Be sure to look up and admire the guild halls with their colourful frescoes, a testament to Zurich's prosperous past. And speaking of art, Zurich is an art lover's paradise. The Kunsthaus Zurich is a must-see, home to an impressive collection of Swiss art, including works by Alberto Giacometti. And for a taste of something truly unique, check out the Cabaret Voltaire, the birthplace of the Dada art movement. Trust me, Zurich is a city that will surprise and delight you at every turn. Get ready to be enchanted because our next stop is Lucerne, a city that seems like it's straight out of a fairy tale. Nestled amidst a breathtaking backdrop of snow-capped mountains and the shimmering waters of Lake Lucerne, this city is simply magical. As we wander through the heart of Lucerne, you'll be captivated by its charming squares, colourful houses and historic bridges. Speaking of bridges, the Kapellbrücke or Chapel Bridge is an absolute must-see. This iconic wooden bridge, dating back to the 14th century, is adorned with beautiful paintings depicting scenes from Lucerne's history. And while you're there, be sure to pop into the Water Tower, a former watchtower that stands proudly beside the bridge, adding to the fairy tale ambience. Trust me, Lucerne is a place where you'll want to linger, soaking in its beauty and charm. Calling all thrill seekers and nature enthusiasts, our next stop is Interlaken, a place where adventure knows no bounds. Nestled between the majestic Eiger, Monch and Jungfrau mountains, Interlaken is your gateway to the hearts of the Swiss Alps. Now, if you're an adrenaline junkie, Interlaken is your playground. From paragliding over the turquoise waters of Lake Thun to whitewater rafting through the rapids, this town offers an adrenaline rush like no other. But don't worry, if you prefer a more laid-back pace, there's plenty to keep you entertained. Take a scenic hike through the Lauterbrunnen Valley, home to over 70 waterfalls, or hop on a cable car and ascend to the top of the Schilthorn for jaw-dropping panoramic views of the Alps. No matter how you choose to experience Interlaken, one thing's for sure, this is a destination that will stay with you long after you've left. Geneva, where the world connects. Our journey takes us now to Geneva, a city that needs little introduction. As the headquarters of the United Nations and the International Red Cross, Geneva is a global hub for diplomacy and humanitarian work. But don't let the serious nature of its work fool you. Geneva is also a city of immense beauty and culture. Take a stroll along the shores of Lake Geneva, the largest lake in Western Europe, and admire the Jet d'Eau, a towering fountain that's become a symbol of the city. And speaking of symbols, don't miss the broken chair sculpture, a powerful reminder of the devastating impact of landmines. Geneva is a city that will challenge your perspectives and leave you with a renewed appreciation for the interconnectedness of our world. Bern, Switzerland's storybook capital. Get ready to step back in time as we arrive in Bern, the charming capital of Switzerland. With its medieval architecture, cobblestone streets and colourful fountains, Bern is like a living museum. As you wander through the heart of the Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you'll be transported back to a bygone era. Be sure to visit the Zittglocke, a 13th century clock tower that puts on a show every hour with its mechanical figures. And speaking of history, don't miss the Einstein House, where Albert Einstein developed his theory of relativity. Trust me, Bern is a city that will capture your imagination and leave you with a newfound appreciation for the past. In Zermatt, at the foot of the mighty Matterhorn. Our next stop takes us to Zermatt, a picturesque mountain village that needs to be seen to be believed. Dominated by the iconic Matterhorn, one of the most recognizable mountains in the world, Zermatt is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts and nature lovers alike. Now, Zermatt is car-free, which only adds to its charm. As you stroll through the village, you'll be greeted by horse-drawn carriages and the crisp mountain air. And speaking of fresh air, a ride on the Gernegrat Bahn, Europe's highest open-air railway, is an absolute must. The views from the top are simply breathtaking, offering panoramic vistas of the Matterhorn and surrounding peaks. Trust me, Zermatt is a destination that will leave you speechless. Our journey continues to Lausanne, a vibrant city perched on the shores of Lake Geneva. Known for its stunning views, Olympic heritage, and youthful energy, Lausanne is a city that has it all. As the headquarters of the International Olympic Committee, Lausanne breathes and lives the Olympic spirit. A visit to the Olympic Museum is a must, where you can relive the greatest moments in Olympic history and even test your skills in the interactive exhibits. And speaking of activity, Lausanne is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. Take a hike through the vineyards that cling to the slopes above the city, or hop on a paddle boat and explore the shores of Lake Geneva. Trust me, Lausanne is a city that will inspire you to embrace life to the fullest. Montreux, where jazz meets the lake. Get ready to groove to the rhythm of jazz as we arrive in Montreux, a city renowned for its annual jazz festival and stunning lakeside setting. Every July, Montreux comes alive with the sounds of music as world-renowned artists and emerging talents take to the stage. But Montreux is more than just a jazz destination. Take a stroll along the picturesque promenade that stretches for miles along the shores of Lake Geneva, admiring the colorful flowers, sculptures, and the breathtaking views. And speaking of legends, don't miss a visit to the Queen Studio Experience, a museum dedicated to the legendary rock band Queen, who recorded some of their most iconic albums in Montreux. Trust me, Montreux is a city that will captivate your senses and leave you humming a happy tune. Lugano, a touch of Italy in the Swiss Alps. Our Swiss adventure takes us now to Lugano, a city that seamlessly blends Swiss efficiency with Italian charm. Located in the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland, Lugano offers a taste of the Mediterranean amidst the stunning backdrop of the Swiss Alps. As you stroll through the charming streets of the old town, you'll be greeted by colorful buildings, lively piazzas, and the aroma of freshly brewed espresso. Take a break from exploring and relax by the shores of Lake Lugano, enjoying the sunshine and the breathtaking views. And speaking of views, a funicular ride to the top of Monte Bray or Monte San Salvatore is an absolute must. The panoramic vistas from the top are simply unforgettable. Trust me, Lugano is a city that will enchant you with its beauty and laid-back atmosphere. St. Moritz, playground of the rich and famous. Our final stop takes us to St. Moritz, a world-renowned resort town synonymous with luxury, glamour, and winter sports. Nestled in the heart of the Engadin Valley, St. Moritz is a playground for the rich and famous, but don't let that intimidate you. Even if you're not into designer boutiques and five-star hotels, there's plenty to enjoy in St. Moritz. In the winter, hit the slopes and experience some of the best skiing and snowboarding in the world, and when the snow melts, St. Moritz transforms into a hiker's paradise, with countless trails winding through the surrounding mountains. And speaking of breathtaking views, a ride on the Bernina Express, a UNESCO World Heritage Railway, is an unforgettable experience. Trust me, St. Moritz is a destination that will leave a lasting impression. Until next time, Switzerland. So there you have it, our whirlwind tour of Switzerland's top 10 destinations. From the vibrant streets of Zurich to the fairy tale charm of Lucerne, the adrenaline rush of Interlaken to the global stage of Geneva, and from the historic heart of Bern to the majestic Matterhorn towering over Zermatt, Switzerland has truly stolen our hearts. We've explored the Olympic spirit in Lausanne, grooved to the rhythm of jazz in Montreux, embraced the Italian flair of Lugano, and experienced the glamour of St. Moritz. Each destination has offered a unique glimpse into the heart and soul of this beautiful country. I hope this video has inspired you to add Switzerland to your travel bucket list. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy travels.